Hey guys, welcome to Critically Awesome. My name is Trent,
And I'm Garrett, guys.
and we have an awesome show lined up for you guys. It is a big week. Tomorrow is my birthday, and today is actually Chloe's birthday. Chloe is one of our subscribers. She comments often on our channel, but today is her birthday. So Chloe, happy birthday! We are hoping you are watching this today, and we hope that you will like this video and share it with all your friends. Yeah, chime in. We would love to hear you chime in. Anyways, so Garrett, what do you want to start off with today? Do you have any shout outs?
If you guys can't tell, I'm in a hotel room. I'm actually in Minneapolis, Minnesota right now. So we're even further apart. I'm up here for some ventilator training for my my work. So let's go down with the first day of it, which was totally boring, to be honest. We just went through a lot of slideshow stuff, a lot of things that pretty much we had just someone talk to us the whole for 8 hours. It wasn't very fun.
That sounds very interesting.
I know, right? It sounds so fun. Tomorrow's gonna be a lot more fun because we're actually gonna be taking the ventilator apart and learning all the parts and doodads with it. So
Doodads.
hopefully it's gonna be fun tomorrow. And then I think after that I'm gonna go probably to Mall America, which sounded pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this much: that color behind you is pretty ballin'. Kind of like it.
Yeah, it's like a maroon kind of color.
They look like they got you in a fancy hotel.
That's a Hampton.
Oh,
Hampton Inn.
Spare no expense.
I kind of like it too because there's some restaurants and stuff around this area that I can just walk to, so I don't have to drive.
That's so good.
So
cherry limeades are the best.
Yes, they are.
Not gonna lie.
Is that a slush or is that a drink?
That is a drink.
I like the drink, I think, a little better than the slush.
I don't want to try the slush. It'll ruin everything for me.
I usually get extra cherries and extra cherry sauce.
You sound like my mother. I need extra cherry flavoring and real cherries, please.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
That's my daughter. And I told her not to come back in here. And if she was to be in here, she needs to be quiet. And you need to shut the door, Ashley. Yeah.
That's you created that trend. Just
that is
after you.
Product of me.
Your loins.
All right, so a little bit of a weekly update. Let's see. I watched a show called Stranger Things on Netflix.
I just watched the first episode of that, and I'm definitely hooked on it. But I'm probably gonna wait till me and Savannah can watch it. I told her to watch it while I'm gone. That first episode, see if she likes it. So hopefully she does. Sorry, go ahead.
I hate you right now. You know you cut me off in the middle of a sentence. But Stranger Things, my God. That show is ridiculous. It is ridiculously good. It's got all the action sequences of an 80s film. It's got the music of an 80s film. It's like Jumanji and E.T.
It's like Super 8.
Well, I was thinking Jumanji and E.T. and freaking basically.
Right now it feels like Super 8. Have you seen that movie, right?
Yeah, well, kind of. But
that's what it kind of reminds me of, though. Have you finished the whole season?
Yeah, I finished it in like 2 days.
I kind of figure you did.
I watched a whole year's worth of TV in 2 days, so.
Or at least 6 months.
But anyways, I watched Star Trek, of course, and let's see. Dude, I need to talk more about Stranger. Oh, I can't talk more about it because you haven't seen any of it.
It's fine. You can talk a little bit about it. Talk about what you liked about it, stuff that you enjoy, like besides the music and
The music,
soundtrack and the
monster in there.
acting. The acting looked really good. It's almost like a horror movie in a way.
Yeah, it's a bit of a horror film. It's got suspense in it. It's got
It's definitely very E.T. Okay, I agree with you. It's very E.T. It kind of has that. You got the kids, and then you have some type of science fiction character, like a creature, that kind of wanders in the woods.
You haven't gotten very far into it because the girl. I don't know if you've gotten to the girl yet. Have you gotten to the girl who's
the little girl? Yeah, I got to where she ran off again, but that's about it.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's only watched the first episode, so.
So all right. So this next podcast, we would this next one that's going to be coming up. I'm going to have more time to do my podcast now, guys. With this new, I also got a new job.
This last week's podcast.
It's because I was still at CC's Pizza. CC's was literally killing me. I was working every day except for maybe one day a week, and I'd be lucky if I got that. But transferred to a new restaurant without warning, but I'm all right with that because I'm now the front of house manager at Fall Creek Steakhouse. So I'm getting 2 days off for the most part, and come winter time, I can either take layoff or go back to CC's for a while. So I think I'm going to stay at Fall Creek Steakhouse. It's going to be fun. A lot of big changes I've made in that restaurant, and I'm pretty happy with it. Now on to we'll go ahead and skip up to our main segment because we really don't.
Well, I haven't even updated my updates yet, Trenton. Jeez.
Oh well, who cares about you, Garrett? I watched
Suicide Squad.
I was about to say. I was about to say.
Which I know that's what we're talking about.
Suicide Squad today, and I think that there we go. Okay. And some of the things that I saw at the movie theater itself that I'm actually kind of excited for. So Garrett, go ahead and do your weekly update.
Okay. Let's see here. I don't know if I said this because I think I watched it the week before last week, which was Ghostbusters. Watched the new Ghostbusters. You can check out my movie review of Ghostbusters in our post-movie review segments. It's a decent movie. I mean, it's not an amazing movie at any means. I mean, the new theme song is by Fall Out Boy, so that even tells you on that part of it. The one thing I really wished was not in that movie was Chris Hemsworth, because he's not funny at all. Like a retarded funny, where it was just not it. Like there was one scene where he is like, "Oh, my ears." Yeah. Let's see here. Then, of course, I watched Suicide Squad on Thursday night, opening night. I watched Batman: The Killing Joke. I got that on Amazon Prime on digital, and it is awesome. Oh my God, it is awesome. I mean, you kind of see like.
Wait a minute, it's on Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Is it free?
Well, you have to buy it. No,
God, buy it. No. How much is it?
Like $20.
Is it worth it?
Yes.
Is it worth everything? That's $20.
Oh my God, it is awesome. It is it's just awesome. Pure awesome. We have Mark Hamill as Joker again. Come on, Trenton.
Oh, that might be my birthday present for myself.
I mean, it is awesome. I mean, you kind of see how Oracle comes to be, and it's.
Well, the comic itself is an amazing comic, so,
Have you read it?
No, I've read about it.
I need to read it. I want to read it, see how, close it is for the animated series, but it's absolutely awesome. I definitely suggest it to anyone.
Mark Hamill being the Joker, freaking Kevin Conroy as Batman. Oh, God.
I don't know who plays Batgirl, but I definitely suggest it. Let's see. Then I've been watching some of the Olympics too. Yesterday I watched rugby, women's rugby, and it was pretty, to say the least.
Women's rugby?
Yeah, women's rugby.
That sounds
Yeah,
kind of scary.
No, they're not. They're not that bulky.
Is the Samoans winning that one?
The what?
The Samoans, are they winning that one?
No, because I don't think they're even
Yeah, Samoa's
in
in
this, like as a country.
Yeah, Samoa's
Well,
in rugby.
I've not heard of it yet, so probably not.
You're
No, because women's rugby actually ended yesterday. It was like got gold, New Zealand got silver, and Canada got bronze. And it was really interesting. It's only a 20-minute game.
You mean Canada can play rugby?
Yes. It's only a 20-minute. That's all you got out of that? It's a 20-minute game, Trenton. Football is a freaking 3-hour sport.
Maybe it's because they got bronze because every time they hit somebody, they said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay?"
Oh no, these girls would turn your insides out. But it's interesting to watch though. It's different.
I didn't mean to hit you, eh? Are you all right? That's what Tim Hortons for, don't it? Huh?
Watch some Michael Phelps kick some ass. You know.
He won his 20th gold medal today.
Yeah. He did, didn't he?
In the 200-meter butterfly, I believe. I don't know. I don't watch the Olympics. I wish I mean, well, because I'm always working, but yeah, I saw that he won.
It just happened not too long ago then?
Yeah, like about an hour or so.
Okay, because I was going to watch that one, but anyways.
Sorry,
but
spoiler.
No, it's all right. I can't watch it now because it's on live TV. But yeah, so I've been doing that. Let's see what else. I've been watching Sleepy Hollow. Watched Seven Deadly Sins, which is an anime. That's about it on my weekly update on movies and TV shows. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah, besides Suicide Squad, of course, I watched. Let's see if I can think of anything else. I've been reading a lot of comic books lately. A lot of the Rebirth comic books, which actually last week they had Harley Quinn and Suicide Squad come out. So you're just jealous because you can't buy comic books.
It's not that I can't. I can go.
But you can't.
You
literally can't.
I can go to Books A Million and get whatever kind of BS comic books they have there.
Yeah, that's why I said you literally can't, because like probably they're like not even good ones, the most popular ones.
Am I a little envious? Yeah, I am. I'd like to read some comic books. But that would require
all right.
to read.
Require what?
Me to read. And I'm not.
It's okay, Trenton. You won't die if you read.
It puts me to sleep, though.
No matter what school has told you, you will survive.
I will survive. All right. Oh, let's get on to the main segment before we go down a deeper rabbit hole. Okay, then. You didn't do box office things, did you, at all?
No, I didn't write it down.
I bet you Suicide Squad is number one. I'm just gonna make a guess. We don't have to look it up. Yeah,
I just want to see. Well, I think Suicide Squad made, I think, like worldwide, like almost 200-something thousand, or 200-something $200 million.
I'm about to say 200-something thousand.
Oh, my bad. $207 million, I think. It made 135 million domestic, I think.
Well, I know this much. We are going to go ahead and just dive into that rabbit hole of Suicide Squad.
So is this going to be a spoiler cast here or what?
This is I spoiled so much of it in my post movie review, so why not?
You didn't spoil you didn't get a whole lot of in depth, but yeah, you kind of.
I spoiled. I did say.
Oh, I said that. I said the Flash was in it, but I said, there's a special guest. I didn't say Flash was in it, I guess.
Oh,
I try to not spoil it, because especially since I see it on the opening night, I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
I know what I was gonna do. I was gonna look up to see if the main villain was Ares or not.
Like the god of
The god of war.
It's not Ares, I don't think. That's Hermes. I'm thinking about Hermes.
Okay. So
But he didn't look like a Greek god though. He was more like a
well, they got like that.
Aztec god.
He had that. They had that Aztec look.
Which
to them.
Ares is a Greek god, not a. He's not Aztec.
Yeah, that's true. So it wasn't Ares, but what was his name? Like all I heard was brother,
What I heard too. I don't think they ever said his name.
which is very disappointing because I was like, because that guy looks so badass. Like, no joke, he was very badass. What did you think of the movie? I hate to say this, but I didn't watch your thing.
Wow, I'm hurt. I watched yours.
Well,
jeez, what friend are you?
Only the best.
No, apparently not, because you didn't even watch mine.
Try some more.
Anyways, I pretty much what I said the podcast before this, which was like a B plus, A minus, around that area.
You're gonna stick to that one?
Yeah, that's what I said in my post movie review and what I said in the last podcast we had, and that pretty stayed true to it. I think I need to see it again, to be honest. I think it would be beneficial for me. But
well, I'd like to see it again too, just for the main fact of watching Jared Leto as the Joker again.
Yeah, that's one thing I wish I could see a lot more. He was I couldn't wrap my head around how like what he did with the Joker. It just.
I was actually a little disappointed in the fact that Slipknot didn't really last at all. But I was actually.
I know. I was like, why'd you even put him in the story if he's just gonna die? Like
why did you make a big deal about him?
Yeah,
why did you even make a big deal about Slipknot being in the film if he's not gonna do jack squat?
Well, they didn't really portray him anyways in any of the trailers. Like that was it, and that was the scene that you saw in the movie.
What did you think about Batman and all that stuff being in there?
I kind of liked it because it ties in Batman v Superman with it.
Incubus, that's his name.
Incubus. I kind of liked it because he tied in Batman v Superman, into the Suicide Squad. So
that's exactly what I loved the fact that at the very beginning of the movie, it was directly after Suicide or after Batman.
Yeah, if Superman. Not directly after, like a month or two after, definitely.
Or maybe 6 months, because he had T-shirts saying "Remember Superman" and stuff like that. And I actually saw some Batman shirts too. In that background when Amanda Waller is walking into that building. And
yeah. Can we talk how badass Amanda Waller is too, by the way?
She's straight up gangster.
She is gangster, like no joke.
Hang on one second. I'm locking my door so my daughter doesn't come back in here. She keeps slamming the door.
Let's see, what can we say here? Yeah, I don't know. Suicide Squad, as if anyone knows that Rotten Tomatoes gave it like a 26%, which is, I think it's a little crazy. I didn't think they would go that low. I thought they'd be a lot higher, because that's actually lower than Batman v Superman on Rotten Tomatoes. I looked that up.
I thought
Rotten Tomatoes
28.
It's just a 1% difference actually. Rotten Tomatoes put Batman v Superman 27% for Suicide Squad.
I think that they just don't like the fact that DC is making good movies.
No, see, that's where I want to do a little devil's advocate with you here, because all of the trilogy, the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy, Okay, all of them had an 80% and above on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, that's because it was Christopher Nolan and it wasn't tied into any new universe. DC is stepping on Marvel's toes, and Marvel is owned by Disney. Disney has a bunch of shares in Rotten Tomatoes. It has a bunch of ownership of Rotten Tomatoes, and so Disney is trying to sweep Warner Brothers underneath the rug.
Now, you think
Now,
because that because before, you had the Christopher Nolan Batman, you had Batmans, and none of them were tied together at all, besides the Christopher Nolan trilogy. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
But you just had Batman and then some villains.
Yeah.
Now you're starting to have Superman, Batman, the Justice League, Suicide Squad. Is that what you're saying? Pretty much, it's
that you've got an entire new universe starting up, and DC is making good progress with it, I think. And Disney, who has much more money and much more shares into the critics than tiny little Warner Brothers does, Disney is getting pissed off because they're not getting any of that money that's coming in. And so they're going to try to make sure that nobody wants to go see Suicide Squad and nobody wants to go see any of these new Batman v Superman movies or any of that crap. Because Man of Steel, yes, was not very good at all. But it was pretty good. I mean, I didn't like the fact that they killed off, but it was this is going to be a dark universe. It's funny, but you hang with us.
The thing is, though, Marvel is pretty dark in itself.
Yes, it is. I mean, they're going by a more real world look. I mean, yes, so is the Avengers and all of the other Marvel. I love Marvel. Don't get me wrong. But I think what the critics are doing is a little, childish. I don't think they're actually taking their job serious.
Because they're getting too literal, I think, with.
I don't know what their deal is with it, though. I mean, it was a great movie. Margot Robbie is the perfect Harley Quinn. Like, literally, it was like Harley Quinn jumped out from the comic book pages into the movie. And this is an entirely new Joker, so it's not going to be exactly like the comic books in the Joker. With the Joker, this Joker is unbelievably.
I don't actually, to be honest. I think this is actually probably the closest thing to the comic and animated series Joker.
I don't know. I think it was a little bit more dark. It was
Jared Leto's was not Jared Leto. Heath Ledger's was not close to any of the animated series.
Yeah, and he got raving reviews from those critics.
And then Jack Nicholson's was not even remotely close. It was on a different realm of. It wasn't even because it was in a different era, anyways. It was not. And series really hit off.
Riddle me this: would you watch a Joker movie? A Joker movie? Oh, dude, I would watch the shit out of that.
Every time Jared Leto was on the screen, it was like, what's he going to do? Because I have no idea. Like,
we figured out who that guy was in that picture. Or in
that that's his little minion or whatever.
One of his little henchmen.
But it's just crazy how he is. It's just he definitely brought the persona of Joker because the Joker is very obsessive.
Mm-hmm.
And so you kind of see that with Harley Quinn. He's trying to find her, trying to get her back.
I wonder how did she get that cell phone?
The guy, the
prison guard.
The prison guard. Remember he got beat up or whatever at the poker place or whatever, the casino.
I think,
and then and that's where he's like, I want to show you some of my toys or whatever.
Oh yeah, that part. Oh my gosh. Oh, so like literally every time he was when Jared Leto was on screen or when Margot Robbie was on screen, I got goosebumps, I got chills, and my attention was diverted straight to the screen. And I even dropped my popcorn. I made sure I wasn't eating any popcorn while Margot Robbie was on screen or Jared Leto. I'm trying to make this.
Did you notice that Jared Leto, like he made it where not hissing, but if he's not if the Joker wasn't talking, he kind of made like a purring sound, like kind of a creepy. Yeah, kind of like just like what's he gonna say, you know? And
ominous. He's being very ominous and he's.
It was really. I think they
in.
did a really good. I think they did a really good job at introducing the new Harley Quinn Joker, kind of a backstory. You know, like
It was a perfect backstory.
Harleen Quinzel, was the therapist to him, and he just drove her nuts. To the point where she just threw everything away logically. And then they're just like the king and queen of Gotham. I mean, that's what they were. I mean,
I think I want to rename this movie.
Speaking of that too, like I like the fact that they threw in like an old style of Harley Quinn and Joker.
Yeah, this showed the animated series of Harley Quinn, and they actually pulled
the jester kind of.
Yeah, she had the opportunity to actually use that costume while she was choosing out her little Skippy Daddy's little monster outfit on. I saw that it came out of her
wardrobe, her
box,
little box of stuff. Yeah.
And
I thought that was pretty. I thought that was a pretty cool tribute to the original series and everything.
I thought that was a good little Easter egg. I'm glad that they had that in there. And I think if I could rename this movie, I would rename it Deadshot and Friends. But
now, speaking of Deadshot, okay, so I think this is probably in the last, I would say decade, maybe a little less, of where it is Will Smith. Like that's the Will Smith I knew from like Men in Black, and what's the other one? Like Hancock. The funny kind of Will Smith you see.
I think Hancock was actually his downfall. I didn't like Hancock.
Earth. Have you seen Earth or After Earth or whatever it's called? It's horrible.
That movie was terrible.
But it's you start to see
Smith in there. So.
You start to see like the actual like kind of funny Will Smith, the Will Smith you actually grew up with, and I kind of revived him a little bit. I think in this movie a little bit.
More. Basically, you're saying that he actually cared about this character.
I think he did. I think he put his self into this character,
but he
more than he has in the past decade.
I know this much. I know this much about Will Smith that he hates Jared Leto after this movie. He absolutely hates Jared Leto because of how much he got into his character, because he sent dead animals, he sent shell casings to Will Smith, he'd use condoms, anal beads, everything that you could. Ugh.
Not just Will Smith, everyone.
No, yeah, I mean, yeah, he sent that to every single cast member.
But one like the Joker, you kind of have to just jump in. You have to be completely immersed into it. Otherwise,
he never broke character.
You won't be it.
He told everybody on the set not to call him Jared, to call him Mr. J.
Which is funny because his name's Jared anyways, so it's not like he's not like his name's Robert and Jay, but.
And did you notice under his eyes?
I don't know.
It looked like there was a scar under his eyes that looked like a diamond or something like that. That looked like, I don't know. I don't know.
Like it was like it was more like his veins right here. Like it, I don't know.
It looked definitely like a diamond. Like I was thinking, is he trying to pull off that sick demented more of a demented clown to where he like cut into
like he doesn't sleep kind of thing. Like he's just constantly moving kind of thing. And I don't know. I loved the tattoo on his hand with the smile. Because he used it perfectly too. He was like, he's got a smile himself, and then he just brings that up and just, I definitely can't wait because I think the Harley Quinn movie is going to be.
They actually have a Harley Quinn movie coming out.
They already have it in the works. At least I don't know about when it's going to come out, but.
I'm so glad I got that now. Like I can't. I mean, I just want to see more Joker. I want to see more Joker, and I know that's what everyone else.
And I know
is
Jared Leto is trying to get to be in the Batman solo movie as well, which he should be. Why? What happened to Robin? Which is the Joker killed him.
Yeah, there's a theory that that
should be Damien, I think.
No, Jason Todd. Or is
it Tim Drake?
No, Jason Todd. Can you hear me?
guess I haven't heard that one yet. I haven't read that one about him yet, but
It was the fact because Jason Todd is one of the ones that got killed in this series.
Damien
And
did too, didn't he?
that would make sense with what?
Damien did too, didn't he?
Hmm?
Damien.
No, it was Jason Todd.
No, man, he also got killed too, though.
Oh yeah, and one of them, but Jason Todd was
Tim Drake became Red Hood.
Yeah, Tim Drake became Red Hood. Jason Todd ended up becoming Nightwing, and also becoming the Joker.
You mean because Dick Grayson was Nightwing?
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, I know that. Oh my gosh, so much. There's so many different There's a spider web of Robin.
I know. Apparently, Dick Grayson became Batman at one point. I don't know when, but he did.
Batman Beyond, maybe.
No,
that was
not Dick Grayson.
Was
anyways,
we lost viewers going into that rabbit hole.
But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely going to be. He should be in that movie as well, I think.
But the tie-in with
both
Batman v Superman and the Joker's, the joke's on you, and it's got the Robin costume, so that would make sense on Jason Todd being the Joker, because if he's got that monument to know that he can't go back, and that's why Batman doesn't give a fuck anymore. Because
you mean Jason Todd being in Robin? You mean?
Yeah, Jason Todd was Robin that got turned into the Joker, and the Joker. The reason why he's got all these tattoos and the J and ha 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 and the smile, all these tattoos is to remind was what the old Joker, the one that Batman probably ended up killing, was beating into his head, that he was damaged and that he is the Joker. So he's got all these tattoos that the Joker put on him so that he could have his legacy go on. And so he damaged him so badly. That is why he's so psychotic, because there was a previous Joker who made Jason Todd.
Oh, you think
Robin.
that Jared Leto's Joker is Jason Todd?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
because you never know the Joker's real name. So.
If it's how I'm thinking, because Batman's old now, he's older. He's still kicking ass and taking names, but that Joker has taken so much abuse from Batman that he can't go on anymore. So he's got to have his lineage passed on. He's got to have a way to push it on,
Which would make sense though, because Harley Quinn she originally was not in the Joker persona, in the beginning.
So now we've got Jason Todd as the Joker, and he is much more demented than the original Joker, and that's when Batman found out where Jason Todd was, and it was already too late, and he's just this sick, demented person. And I think another thing that I like about that is the fact that you saw the birth of Harley Quinn, and he pushes her into that acid vault thing.
Yeah, the acid.
And he looks like he's getting ready to kill her. Like he's like, I don't.
Well, he does. He just pushes her in. And he's like, I'm gonna forget you now.
Around anymore. Yeah. And so he
pushes her. Use her.
She jumps in willingly, and he turns around. He's getting ready to leave, but there's that little small speck of
like his heart, essentially.
Yeah, love in his heart. Thank you.
Or obsession, either one.
Yeah, and he's got a small glimmer of light, and it's through Harley Quinn. And so he jumps in after her and saves her life. And that's a better love story than Twilight.
Which I can't remember where I read it, but they were talking about how they're able to withstand. Oh, it's because Harley Quinn. It's because of Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy gave her the ability where she can no longer be harmed by poisons or anything like that. And that's why she's able to survive, and so I don't know, it was interesting to see that part of it. Sorry, you just can't see Jordan. I don't know, it was interesting to see how pretty much like you said though, Jordan, the birth of Harley Quinn, and how she kind of tried to be professional about it, and then it just kind of went to an obsession kind of thing,
And
you
she
know.
fell in love with him. Oh my god, this chicken is amazing. My wife made dinner, and she's so proud of herself, and I can see why. She came in here and gave me a little bite of it, and it was amazing. Like, wow.
Now, Trent, did you like the fact of how? The only thing I didn't like about the movie was it did jump around a lot. It needed to, but I feel like there were some parts, some scenes that felt like they were just put in there and then taken away, kind of thing. There was like the one scene I'm talking about that I can remember right now is when you see June Moon, which is Enchantress, and Rick Flag, and they have to try and combat the god or whatever that in the subway, and it just randomly goes to that, and then they fail or whatever because she goes and escapes, and then all of a sudden now they're getting a Suicide Squad together, kind of thing. That's the one probably scene I didn't like about it at all. I don't know if you remember. You just saw it today, so I don't know.
I remember that, and I'm trying to. Yeah, it was kind of just random. Like there at one scene, I don't remember what the scene was before that, but all of a sudden you see June Moon and Rick Flag in the subway system. Like how the hell?
I think they were actually getting the Suicide Squad ready. Like they were talking to them or someone about getting the Suicide Squad together, and then.
Yeah, but how did?
And then all of a sudden the Suicide Squad's together, kind of thing. They didn't have any training together like that, or it was weird.
Well, it was one of those like Avengers scenes. Like the Avengers never had time to train with each other. I hate to say that, but yeah, that's kind of a ripoff from the Avengers. The Avengers hated each other. They didn't want to work together. They weren't going to work together, but when they had to, they did.
I kind of hope they make the Justice League like that a little bit. Because that's how the Justice League was, like in the comic books, as well as some of the animated series, where they're like, we're not friends?"
Dude, by the way,
why are we doing this?
I loved Katana.
I wish they had more in Katana. They didn't have a whole lot of backstory in Katana.
Her sword. She's the most badass character, I think.
Like the only thing they had background on Katana was her husband's soul was in the sword and all that.
I think they wanted to keep her mysterious and have a mystery about her.
I mean, because the only reason I know more about Katana though is because of Arrow.
Yeah.
So
get out.
Just one second.
Keep talking, Garrett.
All right. But yeah, I don't know. It's just I kind of wish they did a lot more on Katana because she is an awesome character, and the fact of they didn't really do a backstory, which I guess I can see what Trent's talking about. She's supposed to be, she comes in late, so she doesn't get the backstory, essentially, like everyone else does.
She came in late. Like, what was she? She said that she got held up, and then there was like, this is badass.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about Diablo?
I didn't know. Oh, well, he was a pretty good character. I don't know. I don't like the fact that he was like a stereotypical Hispanic. Like they made him like, hey, yeah, and all this stuff.
Well, he was a gangbanger.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't think that he needed that much of a stupid accent. Like I think he could have had a Mexican accent, but he didn't have to call everybody ese all the time.
Well, he didn't talk a lot either.
I'm not even about that, man. You want to see something? You want to see something? But when he got like fully formed and shit, I was like, whoa.
Now I heard one of the guys I work with. He's like, he thought that was a stupid scene because pretty much he's like, oh well, the whole fight, in fight scene was kind of crappy because of the only way they could defeat him was because of Diablo.
I didn't like the infight scene. Like I liked it.
You didn't like it either?
It was cool, but I think that the main bad guy, or Incubus,
Yeah.
He got defeated way too
Which
easily.
actually he wasn't really the main person.
Well, yeah, Enchantress was the main bad guy, but you know, it was a little disappointing.
I think it was foiled too easy. You think?
Ryan Locke and Michael Phelps just won another gold medal in the 4x200 freestyle.
Sweet.
So that makes Michael Phelps get a third gold medal, or 21st gold medal, technically.
And like 20-something medals total. 25, I think, now.
7 medals total. I think it's 27.
Yeah.
But anyways,
but yeah.
Sorry, little rabbit hole there. But he got defeated by a bomb. These people were shooting at him, nothing freaking happening, nothing at all. And then just this, then again, Diablo did rip into his chest and like start, and you saw Incubus actually absorbing his power and killing him slowly and making him weaker and weaker. So you would think that Incubus would be getting stronger and a bomb wouldn't do anything, and that they would actually have to have more powerful people help destroy him. Like, I was kind of hoping for like the Flash or Batman to come show up somehow, because Midway City isn't that no, Central City is Flash. Midway City is Arrow, isn't it?
No, that's Star City.
Yeah,
Starling City.
Midway City, who? That's Green Lantern.
No, that's Coast City.
What the crap? Who is?
I don't think anybody's in Midway.
It's got to be somebody. You know what I love about having a podcast on the internet? The internet is amazing. Midway City.
Did you think that the Joker was dead? I know you probably didn't, but did you like think for just split seconds like, oh, what? They killed him off?
No, not even a little bit.
I was like, there's no way they killed him off.
Let's see. Midway City is a fictional city. Basically loosed on the real world of Chicago.
That doesn't help.
Let's see here. Go to DC.
What do you think about the Killer Croc, by the way?
He was kind of funny. I liked him. He was really BA. I was a little disappointed in the fact of he started like randomly killing people out of nowhere.
What do you mean?
Like when he was underground, under the water and stuff, and he started killing the troops and stuff.
No, he didn't. He was trying. Is that who it is?
Hawkman frequently goes there to meditate. Hawkman and Hawkwoman battled Bythe and defeated him.
He wasn't killing the soldiers. He was killing those bad guys. The ones that were.
They were underneath the water too?
Yeah, they were. That's who was stopping them.
Oh, never mind. I thought he was killing.
No, he wasn't.
Never mind. And I'm not disappointed anymore. I'm actually quite happy. But I was a little disappointed when Scott Eastwood died, because I was like, I want to see more Scott Eastwood too. He was.
He was a pretty good soldier.
Mm-hmm. I was hoping he'd be somebody else, but
I thought he was Rick Flag for some reason.
That'd be cool. I'd be on board for that. It was actually supposed to originally go to Tom Hardy.
Really?
Tom Hardy was going to be Rick Flag.
Oh, then he would have hated it.
He turned it down. Or no, he accepted it, and then after he got on set, he's like, nope. And it went to the guy who's playing it. I think he read the script and he didn't like it.
Yeah.
So, what would you have thought? Would Tom Hardy brought a different?
I don't think so. I mean,
would he made it better or worse or?
He would have been a good Rick Flag.
Really?
For one, because he was Bane. You can get that out of your head.
Well, Captain America was also. We have.
Well, he was the Human Torch, yes, but those weren't good. That wasn't a good movie, anyways.
Yeah. I didn't like that portrayal of Bane, but that's just me. And that Bane isn't even connected to the DC universe.
None of that is.
Mm-hmm. So,
But I don't know. I don't think he would have been a good fit.
no, probably not. I think what they did right. So I think that would be pretty good on our Suicide Squad. Oh wait, no, the after credit scene.
Oh yeah, that was.
DC is
No,
taking
okay.
a
So I
page
was
from
trying to figure out who was on the top of that file. Was it Enchantress?
Yes, that was Enchantress.
Okay.
And then
Why was it? I wonder. I wonder if it was just because it was in that file. Maybe I don't know.
because she's a metahuman.
I know. Yeah, but why would she be in the file that Amanda Waller gave to Bruce?
Because it's all the metahumans that they have on file. So they had Enchantress, then you saw Aquaman,
Flash.
and Flash.
You didn't see
And that's
Cyborg
it.
though.
Well, I don't think he has been created yet.
But you didn't see Wonder Woman either.
Huh?
Wonder Woman either.
Well, it was a quick view of some of the people who he's next to see, probably. I mean, because he's going to be seeing them in the Justice League Part 1 movie, and so those are the next people he's going to talk to. But I thought Enchantress was dead though. So
I thought so too. That's why, I was trying to figure out why she would be in that file. Which, if she was it's a metahuman file, makes sense though.
Mm-hmm. But I think they were just doing a little, here's who's next. Flash and Jason Momoa's Aquaman.
Probably. It could be. That's probably what it was more than anything. Didn't have to read into it that much on that.
Speaking of Flash, what do you think about his portrayal on screen so far that we've seen?
I think I am excited for it. At first I wasn't, but
I don't know how I feel about all the lightning.
He's more. Yeah, it's not a. It's a. Well, that's how he is when he moves, anyways.
Not in Flash. Not in the show Flash.
Yeah,
It doesn't
that's how
stay
he
around
is.
him, does he?
No, it does. Even in the comic books, they show his suit actually just ripples.
Well, I meant it was on the walls and shit.
Yeah, when he moves, lightning. Maybe not in the WB or the CW TV show.
Well, I'm kind of partial to that one, but
Well, I am too, but
I like the way he talks. He does a pretty good Barry
he's
Allen.
more like Wally West than.
Well, he's a Barry Allen, so.
I know, but he's more like Wally West because it looks like he's a klepto a little bit. Like he just will take things, and because his brain works 10 times faster, than any normal person, and so he's constantly just talking just to talk, and
I think his little joke of with his little back and forth with Captain Boomerang was quite funny. I did not rob that diamond store, and I don't remember exactly what Flash said. He's like, oh. And the freaking pink unicorn with Captain Boomerang.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know, that was hilarious. It's like Pinky or something like that, whatever the name of the horse was. That was hilarious. Oh, man. I definitely cannot wait for Ezra Miller's portrayal of the Flash. It's going to be different because it's not going to be it's not going to be like a rubber suit. It's going to be like a suit of armor, essentially. Mm-hmm. That probably, I think what you said in the last podcast probably would be that Bruce Wayne made. Yeah. I don't know, because, Barry Allen, though, is a scientist as well, so he could help maybe Bruce make it, just like how in Marvel, probably, Peter Parker probably helped,
Spider-Man.
No, Peter Parker helped Iron Man or Tony Stark make his new suit and stuff, kind of put tidbits and stuff in it. It's going to be interesting to see how they come up with that on that part of it, though.
Speaking of Marvel, did you watch the new Luke Cage trailer?
Yeah, that was a while back.
There's another one.
There's another one?
Mm-hmm.
I did not. No, I did not.
We'll talk about that on next podcast. Stay tuned to our social medias for those, though. I'm not going to be promising any podcast on a specific day.
No, because last time we said it was only on Mondays. That got shot in the foot that following week.
That was stupid. But I should hopefully have some more time to do. Ow! I hit my knee. I should have more time to do our podcasts and stuff. So I think. Have you said everything you wanted to say about Suicide Squad, or?
I think so. I don't know. I feel like, which not just Suicide Squad in general, but the DC universe, they're trying to catch up really big here, and it is a good. They have a pretty good foundation on it, but it is a rocky foundation at the moment, just because of it's not a positive foundation.
It's because critics are killing them.
Not just critics though. As you could tell, it made 200 some $1 million worldwide, which is it's not saying that it was a bad movie, but it's just the fact of not just critics there's a mixed view of viewers as well. There's people who don't like it at all, and there's people who love it. Which that's every movie, but first, there should be a large majority more of people who loved it than who hated it in superhero realm of movies. Would you agree?
There's a lot of people who are just Marvel or just DC, and so all these people who have been watching these superhero movies are so ingrained with what Marvel is doing and what Marvel has gotten done and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden DC comes and slaps us in the face with, check this shit out. And people don't like that. They don't like change. People don't like change. So DC is changing the game. And people don't like the fact that they're so serious and all this other BS. Because Marvel is so, hunky-dory, I'm owned by Mickey Mouse, so I've got to be funny. And DC is like, well, we've got the Looney Tunes, but we're not going to be funny. So here's this stuff. This is more real world stuff.
I like Looney Tunes a little better, to be honest. I don't know. I wish it was a better foundation for the DC cinematic universe to grow upon.
To me, they've got a rock solid foundation. I love it.
Well, okay, for us, yes, I say it does, but
I grew up loving DC.
But in reality here, in the outside world, it's not built right. According to some people, it's not there essentially. So so far, the last two movies of DC, they've been 26, funnies in the critic view. Now, what do you think? Now, the next one's going to come out is going to be Wonder Woman.
Justice League.
No, Wonder Woman coming out next.
So do you think they're going to have ties to Suicide Squad?
I don't think they're going to have ties to it. Do you think they're making another Suicide Squad, though? Asked this, too, by one of the guys I work with.
Well, there's going to be a Dark Justice League movie, and that's going to be the next.
Unjustice?
Next Suicide Squad.
Or an Injustice League or whatever, where they have all the villains?
It's called Justice League Dark.
Or Injustice?
No, it's called Justice League Dark, or the Dark Justice League, and it's just all the bad guys who are gonna do what the good guys
what's it called in Young Justice though? Because I'm pretty sure it's like Injustice League or something like that. It's not Dark Justice League. That sounds stupid. I feel like that's not the name of it.
I know that it's called the Dark Justice League or something like that, because I know that it's it's not Injustice, it's not Injustice. Injustice is a different storyline entirely. It's when Superman becomes bad. But we'll talk more on that later. I do want to point out some of the things that I saw at the movie theater itself. I saw Disney is creating a new princess, and she's going to be a Samoan princess.
Oh yeah. I like that one.
I like that idea a lot.
Rock is he's like a demigod essentially.
I haven't seen anything about that except for the poster.
Oh, I saw the preview for it.
I'll have to watch it.
When I watched Ghostbusters, and it looked really good.
I'll have
The
to
Legion of Doom?
Legion. Well, no, that's the bad guys who are actually trying to form together to defeat the Justice League. These guys are like bad guys who are going to go do things that the good guys won't.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. It's like the good guys disappeared and the bad guys are left, and they actually become the good guys.
Yeah. And then I saw the poster for Star Wars Rogue One, and I got chills again and then watching the trailer in this big screen, which kind of looks like my TV screen at home, but but
Oh, speaking of that, thank you for reminding me. You'll see a new trailer out for Rogue One during the Olympics on Thursday.
I
Just saying.
I just went from 6 to 12 right there.
Thank you for reminding me. I would have forgot that.
All I know is I can't wait to see AT-ATs again. I can't wait to see. They're making a new. They're going to bringing almost all of the ships back, and they're introducing a new one called the U-wing. I don't know anything about it. I am excited to see it. I'm excited to see what it's going to do. I know that the U-wing is going to be with the Rebels and not with the Empire. I hope that they bring the Intrepid, the TIE Intercept. Yeah.
Do you think that this movie's still going to be like what we want it to be, even though they did some reshoots?
I hope so.
You think it's from what I've heard, it's going to be still a war movie.
I think it's
like I think the director actually came out. I think the director actually came out and said it's going to be a war movie.
I think it's going to be a war movie with a little bit of a spy movie in there also, because they got to be stealthy and sneaky and sneak around the Death Star. Oh my God, I can't wait to see. I hope that they show more than just the dish being put into the Death Star. I hope we see more of the construction of the Death Star and Emperor Palpatine, and we're going to see Darth Vader again. We're actually going to see
We're actually going to see Darth Vader like be a badass for the first time in cinematic history.
Well, if you watch Star Wars Rebels, he's a pretty badass in that one too.
Well, how about live action, not cartoon?
Okay. That's another thing I'm looking forward to is the fact, I mean, it sounds pretty brutal, but I'm also looking forward to the fact that we might see some more lightsaber battles with Darth Vader killing Jedi. I don't want to see that, but I do want to see that. Like, it's one of those bittersweet things.
He actually never did that, and like Anakin never actually killed anyone. Darth Vader was supposed to be the one who single-handedly killed every Jedi.
He killed all those younglings in the.
That was it.
No, because Emperor Palpatine sent him on a mission to destroy the Jedi Order, and he's not going to say no.
He did not personally destroy the Jedi Order. It was the Order 60 whatever.
Yeah, Order 66 helped get rid of most of them, but there were still some ones that were lingering that only he could find because of his.
He didn't find them though.
He found most of them.
It did not show it. No, it did not.
Because we're waiting for that in Star Wars Rogue One. And Star Wars, Darth Vader, he's got the Force, and the Force. He's the strongest person.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, it really, people say Darth Vader's all badass, but really, you don't see anything to even remotely be close to that till now.
It's because of how strong he is in the Force, and everybody already knows. You know what? We're going to stop here. This is an entirely different podcast. We're going to debate on, we haven't done movie fight deathmatch in a while, but
that's not a movie deathmatch. That's more like
we could debate on it. Who's the badass? Who's the bigger badass, Darth Vader or Optimus Prime? But
what?
That makes sense.
That does not make sense.
They're voiced by the same person.
James Earl Jones.
I believe. No, he doesn't.
No, I don't think he did Optimus Prime.
I have Optimus Prime. Speaking of Optimus Prime, I'm wearing my Prime t-shirt today. Which is sad. I have more Transformers t-shirts than I do Star Wars t-shirts or...
I think I have 3 Star Wars t-shirts.
I have 1. And I have 2 Transformers t-shirts. Both of them with Optimus Prime on it. And I didn't even like the movies, but I love Optimus Prime. Like the only good thing about Transformers is Optimus Prime, and I did shed a manly tear when he cried all 3 times. But but anyways, I think we're going to wrap it up here tonight. I've got dinner waiting for me, and I think we had a really good podcast today.
I think we did, and we're pretty on. We stayed decently on point, and
We didn't go down too many rabbit holes.
Didn't have a whole lot of which rabbit holes are fun to go down though sometimes.
They are. That's what
but
this podcast.
I think we had a pretty good solid podcast. I think this time too.
Mm-hmm. Now, if only we could get Gollum back on board, we can get our whole shit going again.
Yeah, I talked to him on the way up to Minnesota.
Dude, I haven't talked to that kid in forever.
Yeah, we should get together when I'm down there.
Yes, when you get down here, we need to get together, have a beer.
Yes.
Maybe eat a steak. Who knows? We'll see. All right, guys. We're going to wrap it up here tonight.
Oh, also, it's your birthday tomorrow.
Tomorrow is my birthday. I even made a special birthday edition podcast number 25. 25, guys.
That's... Well, you're not 25, though.
Well, no. Last week would be my age, but we are a quarter of the way there of having 100 episodes.
Sadly, Trent will not have to do anything odd for you guys.
Like eat raw artichoke or anchovies or some shit like that.
We're at 52 subscribers right now, so just go out there, tell everyone about us. When you get more people. We've been at 52 for a while, which, granted, that's not your fault. That's ours because we've been gone for quite a few weeks.
Months.
Hmm?
Months.
Yes, there was a time where it was like 3 weeks, and then we were a week off last week. So,
all right, guys. So for my birthday, I want you guys to follow us all on our social medias. For my birthday, I want you guys to go and tell every single person you know about Critically Awesome and tell them how critically awesome we are. If you know anybody who loves movies or TV as much as we do, this is the perfect podcast for them. I have so many conversations with people who are like, "Oh my god, dude, your podcast, so I love this movie and this movie. I love this movie, and I love watching TV." It's like, me too. How about we go to a place that we can all talk about it? Go to Critically Awesome. I almost said .com, but we don't have a .com.
Not yet, at least. We don't have a domain yet. We need to get it, though, probably. See, maybe that'll help out. I don't know.
I don't think so. We've got Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all that other BS. And if we get a criticallyawesome.com, that'd be cool. And I can say, go to criticallyawesome.com for no reason at all because we don't have any merchandise.
No, but we could put our podcasts up on that.
I know that PewDiePie didn't get a website until just recently. So, and he's the #1 YouTuber. So, anyways, let's go ahead and wrap it up here. Garrett, go ahead and do your sign out.
All right. Well, as you know, guys, I'm Garrett. And, I'm always awesome. And I hope you guys stay awesome as well. And we'll see you hopefully next week. It's all going to be on the shoulders of Trenton over there when he can get off of work and we can have a little fun,
Well, on the bright side, though, I do get 2 days off. I have tomorrow
yeah,
off also. But
nice.
Anyways, guys, don't forget to follow us on our social medias. We got Facebook, we got Twitter, and we've got Instagram. If you want, you can follow me on Snapchat. It's Trent Davis 14, I believe, right?
1423, I think.
Yeah, Trent D 1423. Anyways, if you have Snapchat, I am going to put up my little snap code here. And it's right, focus. Well, if you can't get the snap code there's my username. Go to Snapchat, add me on Snapchat. I do a lot of really cool stories sometimes.
Did you like all my Snapchats I sent to you when I was on my way up to Minnesota?
Oh my gosh. You're singing, I would walk 500 miles.
I thought you'd enjoy that one.
Oh, I laughed so hard. I was like, oh, Ghirardelli's pizza. But anyways, my name is Trent. I'm Critically Awesome. You guys stay awesome also. See you guys
later.
Next time.